Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. This is your host, Leland Best, and my wonderful guest, Ray Luan of New Oaks AI and EasySite AI. And this is episode 57 of the New Oaks AI podcast. We should probably think about changing the name on that someday, huh, Ray?
Yeah. Yes. I think so.
What do you think we should call it? Do you have any ideas, or should we just like leave that open for everyone in the community? Maybe they could pick a name for us. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, it's good start. I don't know. Yeah, we can open a poll, you know. Yeah,
We
we
could
can, we
just call
can
it the Ray Luan podcast. I mean, that's one way to
yeah,
do
that'll be much better. I think
it. That
that
makes
could be
sense.
much better. I
Well,
agree. That's yeah, because we
welcome
have
to the
so
broadcast.
many products.
We do. I mean, Ray's kicking butt
Yeah,
over there. He keeps making new stuff
yeah,
every day, it seems like,
yeah,
over at New Oaks and EasySite. So let's
yeah.
just give a brief introduction to the two of us. I happen to be a creator over at Best Studios LLC. I run Best Live TV, and Ray happens to be the owner and operator of New Oaks AI and EasySite AI. I met Ray a couple of years ago through his New Oaks platform, bought into it, really enjoy what I'm using over there, and then also involved in the EasySite creation process over at that platform because I enjoy vibe coding just as much as the rest of you guys out there. And Ray's given us a really good opportunity and platform to build on. So let's talk about what's going on in the trends today. First, Ray, what's happening out in the world of AI when it comes to AI trends?
Yeah, I think the recent big news in the AI business is that OpenAI has a Dev Day, I think last week, and then they released a new Sora 2 model as an AI generator app, which is very popular, right? It has a cameo feature that you can take a um, you can take a video clip about yourself and then put yourself into a AI created video, which is create a hype among a lot of users. So everybody was talking about Sora 2. It's quite popular. I think it's a big push to the AI video generation business overall, because now almost every consumers on the internet, including Twitter, Facebook, all medias, TikTok, start to create as a content creator, create all kinds of fun content together with their friends. So that's what has been happening recently. And also agent builder. OpenAI also released the agent builder, just like N8N allows any of the non-coding background business owners to be able to create agentic workflow. Means that you literally can build any AI agent with all kind of objectives with the help of a canvas-like workflow process. So those are two things that I
What
recall.
I found interesting about the new automation builder, because we did some
Yep.
comparisons on it, and as far
Mhm.
as
Okay.
being agentive, it's really pretty slick. It's fast, it's
Yep.
convenient, it's right there built into the OpenAI eco structure. But when you really think about it, it doesn't perform as well in some cases as
Mhm.
N8N does in the same
Yeah.
case. But yet it can beat out N8N with regard
Yeah.
to other, like they did a four tests with the other day, and I can't really just to tip my
Mhm.
tongue tell you what they were, but N8N 1, 2, and their build 1, 2. So it's kind of an
Okay.
up in the air, really. It's not an N8N killer. I won't give it that credit yet, for sure, but it's definitely up there in line with what it's capable of. So glad to see it.
So, from your experience, what you think OpenAI's agent builder is doing better than an 8N from a user's perspective?
Well, being able to fire up an agent that's specifically designed toward of given, maybe before we had GPT agents, but they're just not the same. Now that agent can be connected directly to the workflow inside its own ecosystem, and also just utilize, you don't have to like bounce off of other servers to get the content. So you're getting derived content directly from OpenAI. It's actually
Okay.
answering in some cases better than what we find the answers to come through when we use the API in the back end and summarize content
Yep.
with it. So
Yep.
there's that. I think they're giving that credibility to their own users versus the people who are using it on the back end, maybe. But I can't say for sure. But the other aspect of it is when you want to embed agents within agents, like if you wanted to have a content creating agent that would refer to one agent to create titles, another agent to create calls to action, a third agent to create imagery, you can't really do that type of structure well inside the development app of GPT. So it's a little different ballgame. And, you know, there's some more flexibility, I think, with regards to N8N with some of the components you can attach to, like how much easier it is to connect to Gmail and add accesses, be able to read mail and things like that, because they have limited access in some cases when it comes to Google. So we have to just really watch which way we're using it. That's all. But it's pretty cool.
Sure.
I like it. I haven't played with it enough yet, but we're focusing primarily on N8N right now and N8N in the cloud. So.
Okay.
All right.
That's interesting.
But there is this, you know, this is a significant development, Ray. Sora 2 marks an important milestone for open source AI models. So what does that mean to you guys over at EasySite?
You mean the open source AI models? Like,
well, the idea of Sora 2 is to be able to be available to, you've developed a partial product, you might say, or at least a template over at EasySite. We'll be talking about that in just a second. But since we're on the topic of Sora, why don't we just mention the fact that because it is an open source model, it allows us to do more than what we could before. So tell us how you're utilizing Sora 2 right now, Ray.
Right. So I'm not sure Sora is based on open source model yet, but the real beauty of Sora 2 is that they released an API to developers so that we can all access Sora 2 from coding perspective, and then connect and build on a website or app on top of Sora 2. So that's the beauty. I
said that wrong. Yeah, that's more about in the develop. It's actually opening an important milestone in the development of our open source AI models. From that. So makes more sense.
Right.
I got you.
Right. So and I think Sora has 2 AI video generation models. One is Sora 2, and the other is Sora 2 Pro. So Sora 2 is kind of like fast model, which can generate videos faster, but also shorter, versus Sora 2 Pro give you a higher quality of the videos but with longer waiting period during the video generation process. So they have 2 different kind of modes when it comes to video generation. But I think they still didn't release the cameo feature through API yet, which means that with Sora 2 or Sora 2 Pro, we can only generate, I think, up to 12 seconds video. So the length of the videos is ranging from 5 seconds, 8 seconds, and 12 seconds the most.
Okay. I haven't used Sora yet, so I wasn't too familiar with how it was processing video, but that gives me a better idea how I'll be using it. Cool.
Yeah. But I was already amazed by the capability of Sora 2. Because in general, you have 2 ways of creating videos, right? One is just using a prompt. For example, I want to create a video with me, with a business owner is fighting the Godzilla, right? And in the 5-second video clip, you can say something like that, and it will create like cinematic video clip, just like a movie, really like a movie style, right? The potential is that you can create all kinds of commercials with your own product or service.
I got it.
Yeah, and then before Sora 2 and the View 3 from Google, I don't think any creators is able to create a professional level video clips with prompt only, right? You need a team. You need a team of video recorders or team of professional cameramen, and then take a shot and script to do that. But right now, all it takes is a piece of prompt. So which is quite amazing. It's opened the doors for business owners to be able to literally shot Hollywood style movies, but focus on promoting your own product or service. So that, I think that's Your brands.
And
Yep.
you won't have to
You
pay
have your
somebody
personal.
$50,000 to make a 2-minute video either anymore, which is what people were spending $100,000 to $500,000 per commercial. Let's just be honest with ourselves.
Yeah.
That's what the price of commercials go for, and into the millions. We know that. But when
Yep.
it's just
Exactly.
your small or medium business owner that wants to make a brand for himself, now he can sit down in front of a computer and with a few sentences have branded content that can go out at any time into a social network. So really cool stuff. Let's just do a TLDR on that. OpenAI releases Sora 2, a new generation of explainable AI model. Agent Builder was launched to help developers build and train agents for various applications, which you might want to really check that one out. It's available only to the pro and advanced users. Sora 2 has the potential to revolutionize industries such as healthcare, finance, and education. But the Agent Builder also provides a user-friendly interface for developers to integrate AI into their applications. So sounds like some pretty crazy stuff. More always on the way, right? Anyone else we should really be watching for right now? You know who somebody I haven't heard much of lately is DeepSeek. I wasn't really
yes.
talk of those guys at all lately. I mean,
I
it came out with a
think
boom and then it got really quiet. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think DeepSeek. Well, they focus on they still focus on their large language model on the technology itself. I think they still keep innovating, and they publish a couple of articles and papers on Nature regarding to the the transformer model, the improvement of transformer model. So I think that's what they were focusing on. Instead of, they didn't spend too much time on the application side like OpenAI does. So the recent trend, I figured that the AI model, the AI model giants like OpenAI, Google, even Cloud, they are building their own apps. So that's the recent trend. Yeah, so they're like taking a lot of resources and time to start to compete with developers by building their own applications. So I think that's what I found recently.
So, do you see Elon doing that? I don't see Elon looking toward applications.
Good point.
Right now.
Yeah,
is he
good point.
It at all? I haven't heard him say it in the public, so
I don't think Elon is doing that. Elon is focusing on building their GPU capabilities, with XAI, and then I think he literally focused on improving the algorithm of Grok, and also the video generation capability of Grok, instead of focusing on the app, because he's focusing on Twitter, X.com mostly. Right. So I think Elon, from the first principle theory, Elon is focusing to improve the algorithm of Grok, not focusing on the application build, because he has multiple battles to fight on, right? The human android, human robotics, and also Tesla, and also the SpaceX, and the human brain interface to human brain and the computer interface. So he has so many.
He's been quiet. That's all. I haven't heard a lot of word from Elon at all lately. So I was curious if there's been any talk in the AI space on him. I haven't been hearing.
I think he's focused on Tesla. His focus. Nowadays.
All right. Well, let's move on to all of your projects, Ray. Let's start with, I guess, the one you did add something to New Oaks the other day. So let's talk about that and get it out of the way, and then we'll hang out on EasySite for a little bit. What's over at New Oaks AI? Then, if you guys don't know what New Oaks is, it's a chatbot agent built for both real estate and e-com particularly, but it's applied across the board for small, medium business to help build up a platform of support for your users and maybe even make some money for yourself. So go ahead, Ray, tell us about the latest update there.
Yeah, so New Oaks is literally an AI agent builder, but focus on using large language model and the voice model just to connect with potential customers, capture leads, and booking appointments, right? So the recent release, I just forgot to mention that from OpenAI's Dive Day, there's another really interesting release that they released the real-time the GPT real-time voice model, which is very cool. Yeah. So that's another critical release, feature release from OpenAI, which I'm really very fond of, because previously the GPT real-time was in preview model, which means that it has a lot of defects. I mean, not really big ones, but the small issues that you cannot actually make production level of audios or voice.
You're gonna lose a customer over a bad audio call or something like that. You obviously don't want that to take place. So
yeah, but right now, with the inception of GPT real time, I think it's a production level of AI voice model, which means that there's no latency issues. And also, for the previous preview model, the GPT real time cannot capture the syllables that you speak out, right? For example, in a use case that you're calling an AI and AI was talking with you, and last you say, hey, let's make appointments. And my email is, for example, AI agent automation, blah, 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 blah. And the AI can only catch the words if it means something, right? It cannot catch the whole email address with alphabet by alphabet. But right now it can does everything. Yeah, it can remember your phone number. It can memorize your phone number, memorize your email address, even your VIN number of your VIN number of your vehicle.
Sure.
So it makes it production ready. So that's why we launched a integration of GPT real-time voice with Twilio, which means that you can build an AI call center now as a small business owner with AI voice agent to answer questions as a customer service through voice, means through phone call, right? Or even capture leads or make appointments to your calendar for across different industries. For example, real estate agents, or even dentists. You want to make appointments with your dentist, or find that with a lawyer. You can literally do both outbound and inbound calls with AI. So it's quite powerful.
And just as a disclaimer for everyone here in the US, outbound calls using AI have to be writtenly approved or addressed by the individual that you're making the calls to. You can't just go and arbitrarily make phone calls with AI to individuals you don't have a record of approval from. So, and make sure that it has to be written approval. If not, you could face up to $50,000 per occurrence of fines here in the US. So be very, very careful with yourself.
Cannot make cold calls, right?
No cold calls. All right, let's move on to EasySite, Ray. It looks like we didn't have a whole lot of feature updates this time, but you guys have been crushing it over there all along. So I would hope at some point you like to slow down and take a breath, get some time in. You got another release for a pre-made template. Last time it was NanoBanana. What have you got this time, Ray?
So last time was NanoBanana.Biz, and we launched it on Product Hunt. And this time, with the hype of Sora 2, we integrated Sora 2, View 3, and one model from another AI companies, and then including NanoBanana. So we build all-in-one image and video generator templates, which is called EasyView.com, EasyVeo.com, and we also build a demo video clip for that, which allow
VU.com?
The EasyVeo.com, EasyView, like VO3.
I got you.
VEO, yep.
I just want to be able to let people see the website, so I'm going to put that website on the screen for you guys, everybody. This is OpenAI Sora 2 AI generator, free online using Ray's template over at EasyVeo AI. You simply sign in, you purchase the template for this one's a little more expensive than the other one, right, Ray?
Yes,
so this one's $199, I believe, for this template. The other template for NanoBanana is $99 still, right? Is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And we can see the
Yeah.
difference. One's a graphical generator for images. This one's for video. So you're going to pay much more. You're going to get the AI video generator, the image generator as well, along with the Google OAuth sign-in. You got SEO title and description tool, bring your own API key for Sora 2, VO3, Wayland, like you just mentioned, WAN 2.5, Gemini 2.5. Now, what about other apps, Ray? Is that ever, do they have backends? Like, let me just mention like Kling, Runway, some of the other ones. Are they other apps that could be incorporated into this too? Or is that like,
so
when I say,
yes, I think Clean, we were trying to integrate Clean, but the problem with Clean is that their API is very, it's a little bit more complicated. It's not like Gemini, right? They have all different kind of too many options that you need to choose from. So I think we probably will get Clean in later, integrate Clean later. So Clean, View3, and Sora, they have different strengths in terms of AI video generation. Because View3 from Google is more stable compared with Sora, but Sora is a little bit more creative, but it's not as consistent as View3 is. So they just have different strengths and weakness. It's better to to make a combo of all the different models and use the best of it.
So for the first timer, what would you recommend someone do if they're going to go set up one of these particular templates and maybe they got a low budget? Maybe it's not, should they just jump right into VO3 or should they start with Sora 2? What should be their onboarding process when it comes to something?
Yeah, I would say go with View3 first, because View3 create more consistency for the video content quality. So go through View3 first, and once you know how to write the prompts, then I would try like Sora 2 and Sora 2 Pro and just do the comparison. Yep. Yeah. I'll go with View3.
Don't think that you can't get in just for the template, guys. There is a subscription process that if you want to just get in there and start using it by the month, pay the month, and actually obtain credits to produce your videos yourself within the system without having to attach to an API, just head over and sign up for the monthly plan. All right. Exactly. Very cool, Ray. We're about down to the wire here. We're rolling up on that 9:30 time frame. So what do you have planned for the next generation of app, Ray? Do you have something else coming down the pipe, or are you looking to improve EasySite with some more templates as we go ahead?
Well, the current plan is to improve the capability of EasySite, and I think we are going to release more templates. Probably one or two templates a week. Just keep publishing templates so that people can plug and play with template instead of spending a lot of time to do the web coding. Invest time on coding itself. I think that's what our focus for now. But moving forward, we are going to do a lot of more enhancement on EasySite. Maybe we will build the AI agent builder within EasySite. So that's also on the plan. Yeah,
that's not a bad idea. I get where you're going with that. You could kind of make it one overall platform, really, when you look at it for what you've done. You've combined, and most people don't know this, but Ray has actually combined the two websites, EasySite and the other being newoaks.ai, because now we can also generate some of our own content within, whoops, I didn't pick that name right. Sorry for that. At NewOaks.ai, the beauty is with the chatbot is you can now not only do the chatbot, but you can build a front end screen for your white label if you decide to do something like that. Ray, I'm jumping on board with that once I finish this site. I've actually created one in EasySite, so let me head over to my project. That was the build I did originally. Now I have one that was generated by EasySite, and this was done automatically. I simply told it what I wanted to call my website, and this is what Ray's app went ahead and built for my AIO bots platform, and it turned out pretty good. So I really like the doing, Ray. It's so cool.
Yeah, I like the chatbot you're building with the AIO bots. So you're combining both Nukes and EasySite on that product.
Absolutely. That is true. That is true. So this way I get to be able to share with everybody else the things that are available with your platforms all in one and easy to kind of gain package. And I'm sending people over to you as much as I can. That's coming next, Ray. I've just been putting together some of the materials I need to do to bring them your way. So we're looking forward to it,
Yeah.
right, guys, over there on TikTok. Looks like my end's gonna, it says inactivity. I love it when they do this. They think they're so nuts. They give me these little warnings that, hey, we can't tell whether you're doing anything or not over there because they don't see me moving enough or something.
Okay. Okay.
Not
Okay.
a big deal. It was going to turn off the feed for it. All right, we're going to wrap it up, Ray. I want to thank you for being here. Every other Tuesday now is where we broadcast. We're back to the 9 a.m. for now, or 9 p.m. for me, 9 a.m. for Ray. Do we expect to change that in November back to the 8 and 8? Is that something you want to look at when we switch time zones here?
When we
we're going to fall back an hour, so we'll be moving toward the 8 o'clock hour. So we'll talk about that when the time comes.
Let's talk about that later. Yep.
But we're on an every other week schedule now. So don't look for us next Tuesday, but look for us for the Tuesday after that, which would be the 28th of October, just before Halloween, where we'll be hanging out with Ray once again to talk about New Oaks and EasySite. So be prepared to build up your Halloweeny websites before the end of the month, everybody, over at EasySite.
That's true. We might release Halloween website templates before the holiday seasons. Yeah. That's a good point.
All right, Ray, you have a good week. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time. Take care.
See you. Bye-bye. Take care.